Hello Aries, I'm here to give you insight and guidance for the month of October. So this is going to be a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all Aries. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see, Aries, what is your focus for the month of October? For the month of October, what is your focus? Okay, your focus is the Page of Swords. I am so sorry for this lighting. It's horrible. I was trying to experiment with lighting, so. Okay, so this is Page of Swords. Okay, so this is your focus. So some of you could be spying on someone, or you could be focusing on someone who has been spying on you. Your focus is also on learning. I'm also hearing understanding as well. I heard I'm being taught a lesson. So you could be learning a lesson of a situation. You could also be dealing with a Page of Swords person, okay? This could be an older person with a young energy or just a young person. So I see focus on this, okay? I also see with this Page of Swords, this is someone that can be pretty reckless with their mouth, okay? So maybe you're in this vibration. Maybe you're not holding back. Maybe you don't have a filter during this month, okay? Or you're dealing with someone who doesn't have a filter. Okay, but there is strong emphasis on learning the lesson. Okay, learning the lesson of something. Or learning your lesson about someone, okay? Okay, what is your frustrations for the month of October? What is your frustration? Your frustration is the Six of Wands. Excuse me, Nine of Wands. This is your frustration, Aries. Okay. Oh my God, this lighting is horrid. I just wish I can fix it. Okay. Nine of Wands. This is your frustration. So you could feel defeated. Some of you could feel defeated. Some of you are tired of fighting. Some of you are tired of having your guard up. And some of you are having to have your guard up because you're dealing with a lot of people. You're dealing with a lot of energies. Okay, so this could frustrate you. And in the process, it can tire you out. Okay. I'm hearing burning bridges. Okay, so some of you are burning bridges with someone. Okay, this could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's strong energy of Sagittarius I see here, but it can really be any sign. Someone who's very fiery. Also, you know, I did say having your guard up. I think I said something about having your guard up. But yeah, I see just having your guard up. You're tired of having to fight. I'm hearing all my life I had to fight. Okay, like on the color purple. And it's like you're just tired of it. Okay. That's your frustration. There could be a lot going on at once, but you're just like, I'm hearing, I just want a break. I want to catch a break. Okay. Okay, there is some frustration for sure. Okay, what is your achievements for the month of October? Achievements. What is your achievement for the month of October? I'm also hearing that some of you are having to have your guard up a lot about someone. You have to have your guard up. You know, it's like energy of being on edge, you know, walking on eggshells, but not so much, but just being on edge, like knowing this person's going to come around or just hearing from this person. It could just put you on edge a little bit, make you uncomfortable. Okay, what is your achievements for the month of October? Aries. Okay, your achievement is the Death card here. Death. So your achievement Your achievement is, and it's so crazy because when I was shuffling, I heard Scorpio. So some of you could have been done with the Scorpio. Some of you could have ended things with the Scorpio, okay? Or initiated an ending that needed to take place. I also hear acceptance, like accepting things as they are, accepting that things has ran its cycle. So it's like it's an energy of accepting the ending because you know a new beginning is coming, okay? You know a new beginning's on its way, okay? You're also achieving transformation. So it's like there could have been maybe a part of your personality that died, or a part of like a behavior, maybe a certain response you had, like you had put an end to this, you had put it to rest. And so this is your biggest achievement because you've been able to put an end to behaviors, responses, situations, or relationships that were no longer serving you. So it's like you had the strength to put an end to this or to accept this. Okay. It's like accepting death, accepting that things are going to have an expiration, okay? Or everything has an expiration if you look at it that way. Okay. And this card was also in the Pisces reading. So you could be dealing with the Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. But I remember saying in the Pisces reading, it's like, I had a brain fart. No, it's putting an end, and I think I already said this. It's just putting an end to certain aspects of your personalities or behaviors, okay? And it's accepting that. But that's not what I really wanted to say. I can't remember. I don't know why I had this brain fart. Maybe it'll come back to me. But yeah. It's accepting things don't last forever. I think that's what I wanted to say. Okay. What is the lesson? Okay. What is the lesson that you're learning for this month, Aries? Aries. What is the lessons that you're learning? I'm hearing leaving something behind. The Death card is telling me that you left something behind, Aries. You left something behind. Okay. It could have been addictions. It could have been obsessions. Could be anything. Okay. Codependency. What is the lesson you learned this month? The lesson is the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Five of Pentacles. So I was hearing when I pulled the card, I was hearing that you have your back. You're learning that you have your back. This is the lesson that you're learning. Nobody's going to have your back but you. Okay. You could also be learning about codependent relationships or a codependent connection that you had. There's an energy of being dependent on something, codependency. So this is a lesson that you're learning for this month. Also, it can have something to do with your finances. So maybe maybe a financial decision that you made in your recent past that you currently have to deal with. Okay, that you currently have to deal with or find a solution. Okay. There also is an energy of giving to others and not really giving to yourself. So it's like you're getting the short end of the stick. There's an energy of that. Okay. And you're learning that not everybody's going to have the heart that you do. Or, not everyone's going to be as giving and loving as you are. Okay. That's for some of you. I'm picking this up here. Okay. I'm hearing I can do better by my damn self, or I can do bad by my damn self. I'm hearing that. So the second energy of not everyone's going to have your back. Okay. I was also hearing isolation. Sometimes when we are in isolation, that's an opportunity for us to receive downloads, like divine downloads. It's an opportunity for us to get to know ourselves, an opportunity for us to reflect as well. So it's not always a bad thing. So if you're feeling like you're isolated, use this time to think about your life, think about where you're wanting to be, where you're wanting to go, where you're at now. Also giving thanks for what you do have, because there is an energy of also like not being satisfied with what you do have. There also is an energy of lack, like feeling as though you don't have enough. I'm hearing paper chasing. Okay, so it's like not appreciating everything that you do have in this current moment. Okay, there's a need to do that. So that's your lesson. Okay, what is your advice? What is your advice, Aries? What is your advice, Aries? Oops. What is your advice, Aries? Your advice is the Eight of Wands. So continue to push forward. Okay. Continue to direct your energy towards what matters, what you're wanting, what you're desiring. Okay. It's crazy that the Eight of Wands is right underneath the Nine of Wands. Okay. Some of you could have some pent up energy and you're needing to find a positive outlet to release this energy. It's like it's like your guard is up and you're needing to let your guard down a bit. Okay. Of course, still be aware of your, like burping. Still be aware of your surroundings and people, but let your guard down a bit, because it seems like there's like pent up energy. Okay. And this energy needs to leave your body. Okay. So that's for some of you. For others of you, there's a need for you maybe to get out of town. Okay, the Eight of Wands does talk about travel as well. So you may need to take a trip just to get out of town, to release some energy, some pent up energy that you may be holding on to. Okay. I'm hearing nervous energy, like anxiety. There's a need to have some type of outlet, a positive outlet to get rid of this pent up energy you have. Okay, but continue to set your intentions on what you're desiring. Okay, that's what's really important. Direct your energy towards what you're wanting and not so much what you don't want. Okay. If you're constantly focusing on, I don't want to be broke, I don't want to be broke, or, I don't want this, I don't want that, and not focus on what you do want, then that, it makes a huge difference. You don't want to focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Also, appreciating what you do have, being present in the moment. Okay, putting all your energy in the present moment. It's about what you do in the present moment, and that's going to affect your future, okay, or impact your future. Okay, it's all about what you do in the moment. Okay, what is the outcome? Outcome. Oh, Lordy. Outcome for Aries. The outcome is the Two of Cups. Wow. So, Two of Cups. So, I do see here reconciliation. Some of you Aries are going to be reconciling with someone that you have ended things with, I see. I do also see this as meeting your match, connecting with people that you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with. I also see this as a genuine relationship, like a genuine connection, a fruitful connection. With this Two of Cups, it also talks about, a partnership, a relationship. So I do see a relationship here. Okay. A relationship that's very transformative. Okay. This is a relationship that you've sacrificed a lot for. So I really do have a feeling, Aries, that this is a connection for some of you, you've ended this connection recently, but you guys are finding your way back to each other. Okay. For others of you, this is a relationship you are already in. Okay. This is a relationship that has transformed itself. Okay. But I do see like a connection with someone that is very special to you, Aries. Okay. Very, very special to you. Okay. Some of you could have a twin. Alright. I'm also hearing meeting your match. So if you could have ended a relationship that was no longer serving you, and it's like you're finally going to meet your match. So I see this here for you, Aries, as well. Okay, let's take a look at the first card, because the first house belongs to you, Aries. And I am using the Les Vampire Oracle. Ancient. Wow. Look at that. Ancient. Egyptian energy here. Okay, maybe some of you Aries have a connection with Egypt. So it says ancestry, Egypt, magical inheritance. What is this saying? What is this saying? I'm going to see what the book says. I'm going to try to pick up intuitively what it may mean. So I really feel like this card is saying that you were meant to be here for a reason. Like you were meant to, it's like an energy of you were meant to pave the way. You were meant to bring knowledge and the truth to people, to humanity. Okay, like there is a reason why you're here. It looks like she's holding a horn. I don't know what that is. Looks like a skeleton. I don't know. Okay, but there's just the energy of like you're meant to be here. You're here to like wake up humanity, or you're here to like learn about the human experience, something like that. Okay. Let me see what the book says. Okay. All right, so there's a blessing and a curse to this card. So the blessing is family connections that lead you to greater knowledge of the self and of how to work with the family members you know. There will be information that comes to you at this time that may surprise or disappoint. Whatever the reaction, it is a gift to be able to know where you are from and from whom the raw matter, the very cells of your being came. Curse. There may be a lack of knowledge about family and ancestry, a kind of dismissal that anything of the past matters, which leads to an unfortunate repetition. See the priestess and see how she is working directly with ancestors of ancient times and with their animal kin and the ancient gods and goddesses. She may be very old or she may be very young, but she is one who has a healthy respect for the ancient ones, the old ones who are returning now as never before. Wow, so it's really getting in touch with your ancestors and walking with your ancestors, receiving divine guidance from your ancestors and understanding that you're never disconnected. This Two of Cups doesn't have to represent like a relationship. It could represent your divine connection with your ancestors, with your guides, your angels, okay? Marriage of spirit here, okay? Okay, so that's going to be the end of the reading, Aries. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're interested in a personal reading with me, feel free to send me a message to my website. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the month, and God bless.